You remember what happened around this period last year? Let me see whether one of you can remember. Beautiful. Around this period last year, the Nigerian youths came out to express concern on the need for Nigerian government, on the need for Nigerian leaders to listen to them. Those who actually initiated that idea had behind them the non-violence approach. But unfortunately, things get out of hand.
The International Day of Non-Violence is observed on the 2nd October, the birth anniversary of India's independence movement hero, Mahatma Gandhi. This resolution was adopted on the 15th of June 2007 by the United Nations General Assembly to commemorate and spread the message of non-violence through education and public awareness. In a bid to propagate this message, as Nigeria is faced with security challenges, the Global Peace Foundation Nigeria organized a one-day sensitization workshop on non-violence communication among youths in Abuja in order to promote peace in the country. The country director, Reverend John Joseph, calls on Nigeria to communicate with each other in a more polite way, as one of the problems we have as a nation is communication.
Non-violence is trying to approach things from a civic way, either through speech or through action without necessarily the use of force. But we find that one of the key challenges we have in Nigeria today is communication. The way we communicate with neighbors, the way we communicate with our bosses or subordinates, the way our security agencies communicate with us, the way our leaders communicate with us, and the way we too communicate with them. The fact that there is no communication, what we do is we're fighting, we're shouting at each other. So can we cultivate such spirit of non-violence communication where people talk to each other more from a friendly and civic point of view, hearing their view without necessarily causing any harm? We remember that exactly just 1 year ago, something happened in this country, that's the Endsars protest. It came as a result of people wanted to express their grievances, and it turns out to be violence. Can there be a way in this country that we can express our grievances without hurting another person? But we have said the truth. We have clearly defined what are our issues without necessarily being personally attacking someone, to even physical violence, because sometimes even issues of strike in Nigeria could turn to physical violence, and you wonder, there's nothing wrong to go to strike, but when it turns out to physical violence, then something is wrong. Well, you know, the truth about it is that religious places are one place that things have actually gone wrong, but we cannot jump to religious place without first thinking about the role the family has played. Children grow up with their parents to see the father shouting at the mother shouting at the father, siblings shouting at each other. So when they go out to school, anybody that they feel they are also senior to that person, they just want to shout on him. And when they go to office, anybody they feel is their subordinate, they just want to shout on him. So these are the issues. So family comes first, school is another place. In the past, there was this spirit of discipline that senior students would discipline the junior one. The junior one would not even want to pass the road, senior were standing. But you see, because those kind of things were not properly done, it turns out to be a violent way that people relate to one another. Then religious place becomes another place where when we sit and speak terrible of other people, we feel the only way they will know we exist is to scream on the top of our voice about them, hit hard on them with very harsh words, even when they are ignorant of what we're talking about. So at the Global Peace, we feel, hey, let's assume we've been doing this mistake in the past. Can we come up with a new strategy? And the strategy is communicate in a loving, caring manner. You are expressing concern without destroying the nation.
Barrister Aisha Jai, the legal officer of the foundation, said everyone needs to advocate for non-violence communication in order to promote peace in the country.
I think from what I see from our environment, there are a lot of contributing factors on how we communicate. People are suffering, there are a lot of tension going on. So naturally, it's natural that people become aggressive because of the things that are happening in their environment. So, but if we try to be nice and kind to one another, and communicate better, I think the love that we show will start to reflect in our daily activities. Everyone is involved. Everyone should be the champion of this kind of cause. The government, number one, the way they communicate to us, their accountability will motivate the citizens to be better people. That is one. Organizations like ours were already doing that. We are peace advocates, and communication is one of the things that we advocate for. Effective communication among ourselves, from the homes, in the communities, in workplaces, everywhere. If you have effective, kind, respectable communication, the love that goes out there from the communication will motivate everyone to be a good citizen.
And we all know that this violence is carried out by mostly the young ones. So I think you must have a better understanding of the idea of what peace is, what violence is, for you to be able to live either in a peaceful society or in a society where there is violence. When I'm communicating, I should have an understanding of what I am saying to the next person, because everybody's feelings matters. Don't just come up and say something to somebody. Now the person will understand what you are saying, and the tone of which you are using to communicate that thing is very important to that person.
I've learned how to communicate, most especially with the Muslim community or Muslim friends. Global Peace Foundation has helped me to be able to see another side of Islam faith, to know that it's not all about violence. It's about me understanding what Islam is all about, because I get to know that it's not everybody that answers Muhammad or answered Aisha that is a Muslim. Sometimes they may answer the name, but they don't know exactly what the religion is all about. So Global Peace Foundation helped me to be able to see another side of them.
I will use it because I've learned a lot of things. Causes of violent communication is lack of impatience, ignorance, illiteracy, and anger issue. So to prevent that, you have to be understanding. You have to understand each other, talk in a polite way, in a manner. Even that person is not your tribe language or something else.
Dorcas Olariwaju, Voicetv, Nigeria.